Hey guys, so with the Travelall body lifted off its frame and everything, the next step that I really want to take is to get that Travelall frame out from under the body so that I can spend a little bit of time just working under there, getting some stuff cleaned up, removing those last 4 body mounts that were in the way. I know some of that stuff is going to be a problem no matter what, so I know I need to get it loose before I even bother trying to get the Tahoe in there. But in order to get the Travelall out and later to get the Tahoe in, I've got to deal with a lot of that. We've got snowfall right now. We've got snow every day for the next week, which is a great thing, honestly. I live in a heavy drought area right now, so I'm grateful for every inch we can get. But that being said, it does not make this job very easy. So, I've got to get all of the extra parts right there. There, I guess. That I pulled out of the Travelall, moved out of the way because they're actually in the way of the road, so I've got to move the floor pans, I've got to move the seats, then I might be able to get the Travelall pulled out, and then I'm going to put this crap back on the Travelall frame and try to put the Travelall frame somewhere. I'm not exactly sure how this is going to go. Hopefully it goes pretty well though. So, anyway, enjoy the misery. I think it's gonna live there for now. Whew. Before I get on with figuring out how to relocate those 2 chassis pans and figuring out what I'm actually gonna do right now, figured I'd take advantage of this and just take a quick look around on inside the Travelall from this angle. Let's see, where's our plug? There we go. A little bit wrinkled right there. I don't know if that even matters. All of this is definitely hashed and has to go. We'll have to cut into there and maybe weld in some new metal or something. I'm not sure. We'll have to see. This is a really strange design. It goes up to this pinch. You can see light through the pinch, which is those rust holes right there. That's that pinch weld inside the fender well. Interesting. That body box was not attached. That one is though. It's got some damage down here in this whole corner. That'll have to get fixed. Same thing over here. Pretty haggard all the way up, honestly. It's all rusted out and just kind of hammered. So there'll be a lot of work in the fender wells back here. Whole bottom of this is gone, which we discussed. You can see these inners are really hammered. That box seems solid though, as does that box. This front pinch weld can probably be cleaned up and will be good. They did not hesitate to use seam sealer when they bothered to use it, at least. Good night. I do still need to cut that whole dash out. Have yet to figure that out. Got some rust damage in there. I don't know. Kind of a kinked rocker there. I don't know how much of the inner versus outer rockers I'm going to need to keep. All in there is rusted out, but this panel seems solid. I'll have to build everything else in around it. I may just take this panel off to get in there. Huh, weird. For strength, it's got these dimples in it, I think. Yeah, for inner fender strength. Interesting. So this whole corner is totally rotted out. I'm not surprised that's the spare tire well. So she ain't pretty, but that's no surprise. Still, it's kind of neat standing in here. Alright, let's get back to the problem at hand. I'm going to try and get the Tahoe into the driveway where it's ready to go in, but not actually in, I think. Of course, the battery is dead. It's snowing out, and we've got the Tahoe running. You know what that means? Topless snow brodies. Lost some of our load. I kind of thought that might happen. Totally worth it. That was awesome. Have a quick look-see here. This is the tallest part of the Tahoe, except for the seats. So this is actually the tallest part of the Tahoe right here. Might have to lay the seats back to get it in. But otherwise, pretty sure we've got plenty of height to get this body, or this chassis pan, in under that body. Alright. That's enough dicking around. I'm just going to get a cover back on the Tahoe, push the Travelall's frame over where the Tahoe was sitting, and probably call it a night. Later. Not sure what this black plastic canister is. Must be some kind of expansion tank. It's just connected as a bridge across the two upper sides of the tank, and then has a kind of bleed off hose that went down. So yeah, maybe some kind of fumes tank pre-evap system. I don't know. Interesting. Here's the tire well, or the fuel tank well. I honestly think most of this will probably end up being cut out, and all I will be leaving is the outer shell. I think that's probably how this is going to work, but I'm not really sure yet. There's things about fitting these pieces together that my brain just isn't completely wrapping around. Well, there's some horrifying screws. Good night. This thing's like 1.5 feet long. Nice. Alright then. Now let's open up the other side. Alright, you can see this one's super rotted out. Down through there, all in there, all up in there. We got wasps' nests for days up in here. Crikey. So I think a lot of this right here, I don't know how much of this panel I'm going to take off in order to fix that, but I think I'm going to have to probably cut a piece of that panel out, move it, and then get back in there to fix it. We'll just have to see how it goes. Alright. But yeah, I think both of these drop downs have to come out. And then I'll just have to modify Tahoe floor pan or install new floor pan to make that all work. I'm not going to cut them off, the drop downs off yet. I'll wait until I'm trying to put everything together so that I can really wrap my brain around it. But I think I'm going to have to cut along this line, under this bracket line here, and then back around here, and just remove the whole well that way. Excuse me. In order to get all of this to go where it needs to. Okay. I think next might be doing a little bit of cutting and cleaning along this rear here. Get the rest of that kind of garbage out of the way. Alrighty. Hey guys, unfortunately in this week after Christmas I didn't get anywhere near as far as I was hoping. I got a couple of days of good work in, which you've seen so far, but then, I don't know if you can see this, but this windshield is covered in oil. I blew the crossover return line on my lift, and it sprayed oil everywhere. I got that repaired, but it looks like possibly a different problem led to that. It seems like I've got some kind of valve issue in my lift, so my lift is down for the moment. I've ordered a set of new valves to put back in it. Hopefully that's going to take care of it, but I'm kind of at mostly a standstill until I get those valves back. There's not a whole lot I can do without being able to lift the vehicle and rely on it. If I try real hard, I can lift it and set it on the mechanical locks, but I'm just not super comfortable standing, or I'm not super comfortable being under it when that happens. So I'm probably just going to do a few little things here and there. There's a couple of things I'm fairly confident I can do. And I can do it with this thing sitting on jack stands, which is what it's doing right now. But until my lift is back up and going, I don't have a whole lot more I can do. So hopefully next video I'll have some good updates. Maybe I'll get those things pretty quick and we can get back to cranking on this thing. Thanks guys.